One frame to rule them all. Once, a long time ago, a bunch of scientists were looking at a box tightly filled with a whole bunch of atoms. This was the first mathematical discussion in the new science of solid-state physics. Most matter is spread out, tons of space in between stuff. For example, think of a regular atom, a bunch of electrons on the outside, a nucleus on the inside. The ratio of the size of the particles to the distance between them is pretty cool. One description I like is to imagine you're at a huge football stadium. The electrons are way up in the cheap seats, and the nucleus is a golf ball in the middle of the field. That's how much space there is. But in solid-state physics, it's much more compact to create much higher levels of electrical conductivity. Anyhow, these guys were trying to calculate the mathematics of such a huge number of particles. Extremely difficult, especially when you consider that quantum numbers that each particle has. Mass, spin, charge, and a bunch of others. Then one guy had an idea. Why not, instead of focusing on all the actual particles, focus on the holes instead? Since they were so tightly packed, there were only a few holes. Holes have no mass, no charge, no spin, and no other quantum numbers. And since there were so few of them, the math would be much easier. So they tried it, and it worked. The holes themselves were imaginary, placeholders. But by focusing on an imaginary thing, they solved the problem and invented solid-state physics. We can make a correlation to life itself. You could try and think about all the different things you need to worry about in your life, or you could create an imaginary placeholder to focus on. And by only focusing on that one thing, all the other pieces in your life will fall into place. By focusing all your energy on that one placeholder, everything else will fall in line. This one simplified metaphorical ambition to pursue that will give you an enormous frame so that people will automatically qualify themselves to you. Job interviewers will become nervous when they talk to you. Gorgeous and famous people will become nervous when they make eye contact with you. Of course, this won't happen automatically, but the more you find, calibrate, and magnify your own personal metaphorical placeholder, the stronger this frame will become. The more you make your metaphorical placeholder your one purpose and focus on that with all your intention, the stronger this life frame will become. Do this, and you will radiate an energy not felt in modern times. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/live-training.